I'm in no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang like ooh. What's all this commotion? Grown men got like females, ooh. Making moves, ain't gon' lose. Mama ain't raised no fool. I'm my own gang, do my own thing. I'm my own man, nah, I ain't you. Cuz just hit me on the line, said he up in the city, said Nick come through. He from Philadelphia, known as Philadelphia. They the fam, nothing new. I ain't got too much emotion to feel in for those trying to mess up my mood. From a place with a beef on fire. East side, ain't nothing new. Remember nights when we used to do crime. We dropped dimes on all we knew. If we got caught, we did not rap. We rather they flat before we ever told. Cause loyalty still mean a lot to me, even though places on earth is a zoo. Think politics and presidents is gonna save them. Man, I thank God I ain't nothing like you. Ooh, we just multiply, we don't die. We done seen war, we survive. And we done got bored with the vibe. Walking on tough, yeah, ride. We ain't trying to run, we outside. If don't mind, cause we do not recognize those who are faking. We militant, we don't go around. Yeah, I'm in no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang. Like
TMZ, salute.
What's all this commotion? Got like females, ooh. Making moves, ain't gon' lose. Mama ain't raised no fool. I'm my own gang, do my own thing. I'm my own man, nah, I ain't true. Not killing with bars, I get them with truth. But they call me fruitless, ooh. I do not beef on computers, I am the fool. No, I'm nothing like you. Every day I am on guard, but I cannot call.
Wax Talk, salute, bruh.
Back doors and heavy, so I keep my eyes on everything that I see move. Some call it rude, but I pull it militant vibe. We do not smile, refuse to go back and forth on computers, and we are too smart to act like we don't notice. Some notice the flow is like nah. Data gave me the cosign, along with us rhymes to crack. Say come back and see him when album's completed, and I'm gonna make it your time. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm floating on cloud nine. We protected heavily, mama. Don't worry about me. Dying, God got me. I'm fine. Believe. Don't mind me. I'm floating on
cloud
nine.
Salute.
Protected heavily, mama. Don't worry about me. Dying, God got me. I'm fine. Believe. Yeah, I'm in no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang. Like ooh. What's all this commotion? Grown man got like females, ooh. Making moves, ain't gon' lose. Mama ain't raised no fool. I'm my own gang, do my own thing. I'm my own man, I ain't you.
Yeah, we a one-man army, A sons. Never been taken out. I keep MCs looking out. No gang, no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang. Yo, peace to the universal family. Peace to the 5% nation, the gods and earths. Salam alaikum, alhamdulillah, rahman to Allah, to the Muslim brothers and sisters out here that's up here checking the God out. Let me thank my co-host, the magnificent Mecca. She got to take her ass off on mute. Unmute yourself, magnificent Mecca. Unmute yourself.
I'm unmuted.
Oh, now you are. Okay. Karen Harris, thanks for coming in. Peace. Now, we dealing with today. Magnificent, I want you to start off today. Tell me, let's start. I want you to start the topic today. I'm going to let you ride with it.
All right. Well, today we're talking about a female named Lauren Smith Fields. She's from Bridgeport, Connecticut. Her date of birth was January 23rd, 1998, and she departed from us December 12th, 2021. She died from an overdose of fentanyl, prescription meds, and alcohol. So she met this guy on a dating app called Bumble. On December 12th, they went on a date. His name is Matthew LaFontaine. He's 37. She's 23. He claims when he woke up, she was lying on her right side with blood dripping from her nose. So he arrived at her house at 9:30 on December 12th. And
Mecca, my name's Mecca. Turn what you got in the back there, turn it down because I hear it. You hear it. My apologies, didn't mean to cut you off, sister. All right.
So the detectives that's involved in the case has been suspended, and they're under investigation by, internal revenues,
Internal Affairs.
internal affairs, right? Sorry, internal affairs, and that's per the mayor of that state. The family lawyer is the one who spoke on it. His name is Darnell Crossland. The mayor name is Joseph R. Gannon, and the detectives that is under investigation name is Kevin Cronin and Angel Linus. And the reason why they are charged is because of lack of sensibility to the public and failure to follow police policy in the handling of two cases, which is Lawrence and Brenda Lee Ross, 53. They both died on the same day. But Linda Bree Laws, according to the autopsy, her case will be closed because she died from cardiovascular disease with diabetes as a contributing cause. So her case will be closed. But Lauren's case is in active investigation, and it has been assigned to different detectives, and disciplinary actions will be taken against these officers.
Mm. So now we got to figure out. I'm trying to figure out, did the officers know the dude? Because a lot of times these officers cover up shit because that be their boy and they from the same area, so they probably went to school with the guy or grew up with the guy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Did they say anything about that? If you knew the dude or not?
No, that the reason why they're under investigation is because they didn't inform the families of the death right away. So that's why they're under investigation. Yeah, yeah. They failure. Yeah, they in trouble for failure to notify family of the death at the time of the death. Yeah, and then she met this guy on a dating app, Bumble. Bumble. And there's others like her situation, as well as Asia, who met someone on a dating app. So now this is what happens to people when they combine fentanyl, which is a narcotic, and is high risk for addiction is high risk. And when you mix fentanyl with heroin or cocaine or oxycodone, Percocet, Xanax, or alcohol,
Yeah.
it causes respiratory distress and death. That is why they're dying.
Mm. So for all you young kids out here that's playing with these drugs and stuff, know what you're doing because the things you'll do could kill you.
Yes, because Xanax is used. It's a. It's used to treat anxiety and panic disorders, like people that hyperventilate and have panic attacks. So you have that to calm you down, and then you're going to take a muscle relaxer, basically a painkiller, to take away pain, and your heart is a muscle. Then of course you're going to cause distress to your upper respiratory system.
Facts. That's it's a lot. It's a lot of these young kids is addicted to to that to all these uppers and downers and oxycodone and that fentanyl. And y'all gotta be careful. If y'all buying these pills on the street, be careful because a lot of these oxycodones are not really oxycodone, they're really fentanyl, made into pills. Or they really what's the other pill we was talking about? Xanax. Xanax might be really fentanyl, made into a Xanax shaped pill. All the people gotta do is get the pill makers and they can make them into the pills, the exact pills that you get from the doctor. It looks the exact same way, but it's not the same pill.
Because they have numbers on it.
They have numbers on the facts.
Each pill, no matter what it is that is prescribed to an individual, on the opposite side of the pill, it has numbers.
It have numbers on one side, and it had usually. Let me say right now. That my blood pressure pill. They got numbers on both sides. They got numbers on one side and letters on the other.
Right. Each pill has a number.
Yeah.
Some of them gonna have a little slit. If it has like a slit going down it, that's because it has like a -325, which is really ibuprofen.
Yeah.
So y'all young kids, adults, and whoever is using that stuff for recreational use, y'all are killing yourself slowly. I just want y'all to know that. Like, I don't understand why you would purposely take something to relax a person, means it has to relax your muscles, and then combine it with another intoxin that's going to relax your heart until you go into upper respiratory failure. That's dangerous. The dating apps is dangerous. It's getting dangerous out here.
And we're not
Nobody.
saying, and we're ourselves. I'm gonna cut you off, but we're not saying that dating that it's just dangerous for women. These dating apps are dangerous for men too.
Men are being set up
They're being
on
set
dating
up.
apps.
Yes, they are.
And we need to, as black people, later for all this, who bigger than who is the bigger OG, no G, it don't matter. We got to start protecting ourselves, women, men, and children.
You're 100% right. You're definitely 100% right. And this young lady, I want her to rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? But it's not gonna be no peace until we start getting justice for these deaths. You know what I mean? We need to start getting justice for these deaths. Period.
We can't keep allowing this to go on.
Look at this shit. I'm gonna show y'all something, man.
Stronger together than apart.
Let me put my camera. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Look at this beautiful young lady. 23 years old, you said?
Yes.
Look at her. She was living her own life in her own place, doing her own thing. And look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Hold up. Sorry about this, y'all. Look at her. That could be one of our daughters. If you're close to my age or over a little younger, this could be one of our daughters right here, yo. This happened to.
And as you can see, the police is not going to protect us.
Not at all. They don't care about black life unless a black man does it. Now, if it's black men out here killing black women, white men and black men, they're prosecuted to the full extent of the law. If it was a white man doing it, oh, he's mentally unstable. Send him to a crazy house or something like that. Black man?
Which is the one that's probably mentally unstable. Do you know how much tragedy and death and mayhem that a black child, see from birth to the age of 12?
Yes, I do. I
It
want
is
no black children.
it is no way those kids are not affected by that. It's no way. It has to be trauma in that somewhere. And then see, we allow them to say, oh, let's just lock the black kids up, but we won't fight and say, wait a minute, I need you to evaluate my child because this is not normal behavior. Like, do you know that we live in a neighborhood where he got to step over dead bodies, or he got to duck, or he can't go outside because he might get shot? They're scared. They're traumatized.
And I'm gonna tell you something. When I was growing up, I think I said this before. We was kids. I used to play hopscotch at like 11, 10 years old, 10, 11 years old. I first moved to the projects. We used to play hopscotch with bullet shell casings because it was shiny and we could see it at night when the lights was shining. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know what we was doing. We were playing with bullet shell casings, y'all. Throwing them or hop on a number. Oh, 5. Throw them 5. This 5. You know what I'm saying? We was doing that. You know how dangerous that could be? Hopscotch, crow, and lucky piece, scoring like a hopscotch. Hell, you didn't play hopscotch as a kid? You know what hopscotch is? you draw a fucking a box with like what's it like 10 letters? 10 letters, Renee? 10 numbers?
Hopscotch had like 10?
10 numbers, 10 or 12 numbers, yeah. And you had to jump from box to box while touching the box that you threw the object in.
Man, I ain't play hopscotch. I played scalesies.
I don't know what the fuck that is. That's from the old people in the 60s.
What?
Nah, but as I'm saying, the point is, we play with bullet shell cases. We be playing in the courts and shooters to just break out. You know what I mean? That's a mental issue right there. That's post-traumatic stress. And a lot of people aren't diagnosed with it, but that's what it is.
Because if a black person say, you know what, I think I need help. Like, this is bothering me. When I saw my dad die in front of me, it affected me. We're going to say, oh, that's crazy. You crazy. Oh, get over that. Oh, it's going to be all right. It's going to get better. It's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. Because now they've been traumatized. So then they see this on the daily, like how they pushing people on the train. The lady sitting on the train got hit in the head with the hatchet. They showing all that social media. They get to see all this trauma every day.
Facts. And
but we will get on social media. We will get on social media and we will talk about everybody else, but we will not say when one of our children, especially ain't nowhere in the world a 12-year-old should be thinking about shooting nobody. It's no way that should be their train of thought at 12 years old. That's because that's what they saw, and in their mind, it's not going to happen to me. So I'm going to kill them before they kill me. That's trauma.
Yes, it is.
That's trauma. When some people be saying, oh, a voice told me to do that. That's for real. Them people ain't playing, because that's all that time they've been holding stuff in, because you can't go to the black family, truth be told, because now you soft, or you crazy, or you a drama king queen, but nobody realizing that that person is really damaged
Yeah.
behind that. You know how many women my age, when I was a kid, which it never happened to me. Do you know how many women my age that I grew up with, and when we became adults, that was molested, and a lot of their behavior as we got older started to make sense when they told me that happened to them?
Yeah.
It started to make sense why they reacted the way they did, why they treated men the way they treated men. Even with men, it's men who womanize women. It's a reason why they're doing that. When people is mean and nasty and do anything to people, psychologically and emotionally, they're scarred. And they don't know how to express it because they don't have nobody to go talk to. I'm gonna
100%
keep it
right.
real with you. The best thing that ever happened to me was when I got hurt, I had to go see a therapist and a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
And then I realized that a lot of my behavior was from past things that were done to me that I thought I was over, and I really wasn't. So now I know how to channel that energy into a different direction. Now I'm willing to listen to somebody express to me how they feel because I might be able to help them. You might be able to help that person. You might say something that they say, you know what? I thought that I had it bad and I was wondering how I was going to pay my rent, but you survived that. So you never know who you might inspire. We can't say the world. You ain't going to get through to everybody. Just work with
Say
the ones that
person,
want to learn.
one person at a time. I'll tell you, you know what I'm saying? I seen a lot of murders and deaths in my vicinity around me as I was growing up as a young man. But when I was a grown man, I watched my DJ, my boy DJ Mo. We was in Wilkesboro, PA. We had our own promotion company, our own security company. We threw some dudes like some young crip niggas at the club. On the way they tried to fight us, so we did what we did with them, dragged them a little bit, got them to their car, got them the fuck out the parking lot. At the end of the night, when we was clearing the parking lot for all the guests, for people from the club, they did a drive-by off the highway onto the club. The club's on the corner of the highway. They did a drive-by. There's a gate over there, so you can't see shit. So if you just shoot to hit anybody, basically. And my boy DJ Mo, rest in peace. He's a radio personality for Power 99. He got shot in the back of the head. We was talking face to face. I was sitting on the bench, stool. We said, friend, we was about to go to after hour. He got shot in the back of the head and fell face first into my lap. We was talking like, bugging out like, yo, we about to go do our thing at this after hour, shit like that. I see the bullet protruding through his head. He was still alive, but the bullet was protruding through the middle of his forehead. It went all through the back of his head, through his brain, and was stuck in his forehead. And I was in my late 30s at this time. Not my late, I was, yeah, my late, about 36. This is about 2013.
And it
Not
carries over in their everyday life.
facts. So now, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Not
more
wanna
quick
see
to the
that.
floor. Huh?
People may not want to realize that the reason why you do and respond to certain situations a certain way is because of previous stuff that you've seen. It may not even have happened to you. You probably seen it 1,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
So post-traumatic stressly, you're not going to let it happen to you. So you react a certain way to certain issues.
Facts.
And then men are taught that this is what they tell boys: men ain't supposed to cry. Why not?
Suck that shit up. Suck that shit up, nigga. Stop on that crying like a bitch.
Why He not supposed to cry? Why he not supposed to have emotions? Why he not supposed to be able to express to you as the parent that this is how they feel without you saying shut up? So if you telling them to shut up, then they can't express to you what's bothering them on the inside. And the more they hold that in, just like diamonds, pressure makes diamond, it also busts pipes. So you can either create a diamond or you can create a person that you got to keep going downtown to the courthouse with.
Yeah, 100% right.
You got to ask people, especially your kids, how are you feeling? How was your day? Is anything bothering you? What's good with you? And I know it worked because I did it with mine. And they turned out to be productive citizens in society. And I pat myself. Yeah, they dad did what he did. Okay, fine. But I'm not going to give him all the credit because I was there. I was the nurturer. I was the one who instilled the morals and the values.
Like I'm gonna say this too. A lot of times, you know what I'm saying, living that street life, sometimes I have fucking nightmares. You dig what I'm saying? I'm 46 years old. I still have nightmares, dig? And a lot of shit that I did, I kept away from my kids. My kids don't know most of the shit I did. They hear from tales. Like niggas telling her stories, some shit like that. I would never tell my kids the shit I've been through there. I just keep them out. I just keep them away from doing it. I know where it leads to. But when we dealing with this Lauren Smith Field woman, this young lady. It's, it's about a million Lauren Smith Fields out there right now. And she's not
Yes,
the
it
only
is.
one that's happening to. You got to think about all the young ladies that get abducted in Washington D.C. Little girls, 14, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 20, 21, 22, 30, that are turned to prostitutes, workers, car girls. They take these girls away from their homeland and transport them to different countries sometimes, having to walk the struggle.
They taking little boys too.
Yeah, take little boys too. They definitely are.
Right.
And we gotta be known now. We gotta make sure this stuff is known now because they don't care about us. They don't care about our kids. You know what I'm saying? The only thing they're doing is trying to pacify us. You dig what I'm saying? They're trying to pacify us and tell us,
Boom.
oh, it's our fault. We know it's our fault what's going on with our family. You understand what I'm saying? We know it's our fault because we haven't stood up as men and women, black men and women, and controlled this situation. We haven't put our life on the line for us, for our siblings, our kids. You know what I'm saying? The black youth. We let them turn the other cheek with some bullshit like Hassan Campbell playing every day instead of keep going for a cause. You get what I'm saying? Keep going at the system that don't give a fuck about no black man, woman, or child. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's our fault because we got polluted to think, we got brainwashed to think it was okay to sell drugs. It was okay to rob from your mother. It was okay to rob from your brother. It was okay to rob from the nigga next door. And nothing really happened. You might got fucked up, got an accident here and there, but nothing really happened. But as soon as you imagine if a white woman woke up dead in a black man's bed and she could have just had a heart attack, he would be in jail before they find out what the cause of death was. Peace, Linda Jeremy. Salute. Everybody in chat, thank you for coming out. Salute to y'all. I'm going to speak to y'all already. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he will be in jail before the autopsy is done. and most likely he would be made to cop out to a crime he didn't fucking commit because they'd be throwing lifelong numbers at him.
Because the first thing they tell you is you have the right to remain silent. After that, you don't have to talk no more.
Facts.
All you gotta do is say, I want a lawyer. That's it. It's over. It ain't over, but they can't ask you no more questions. But for some reason, y'all don't hear the first thing that they tell y'all is you had a right to remain silent. Now, maybe if they start talking to them and say you got the right to shut the fuck up, they might understand that, excuse my language, but that's what they understand.
Keisha Swift, hold on. I'm put the link up right now. You gotta show your face before you come in here. We gotta make sure you are. You know what I'm saying? We don't need nobody palm bombing me. You know what I'm saying, Renee?
Exactly. So we not here for no negative nothing. We here to figure out a way to stop our black women and children and men from being abused the way they are. And all we got to do is stand together and stop talking about what the next man is or is not doing. Get up off your ass and let's do something.
Facts.
If y'all not tired of these black males and these women just mysteriously dropping dead, everybody is not on drugs. Everybody don't use drugs. Everybody ain't going to get a bag and all that. See, that's what we do as people. Whatever the media say, we run with that. And then we take the negative and we run with the negative. We don't never sit down and say, wait a minute, that don't even make sense. How this girl just mysteriously go out on a date with you and then she wake up dead in her own house?
Facts.
And I bet you
Lucky
talk.
Universe. Lucky Universe. I don't know what's going on. They won't let me bring you in. All right. Well, Mecca, you can go ahead. Magnificent Mecca, you go ahead, yo, speak.
Vaughn, check your DMs. Somebody sent you something. So I am tired of every time I turn on the news or I wake up and the person has not even made it to 25 years old. So we need to ask a question. Why is all of our youth dying in a time when they using melanin for electronics now?
Hold on, let me show
And
y'all something real quick. Let me show y'all something real quick. Let me show y'all something real quick. Let y'all see if I can see this. This is the numbers that's on the pills if y'all can see it. So y'all know it's official pills. Y'all know y'all ain't getting no fake things. You know what I'm saying? They got numbers and they got letters.
And when you see that pill with those numbers and those letters, you can Google those numbers and those letters, and it will tell you exactly what kind of pill in it, how many milligrams, and if it has the dash 325.
All right,
So
peace, sister.
those letters, you can Google
Takesha Swift. How would you like to add on this topic?
I just want to say, I just went through something. I was working at a company, a living company, it's a home care company. and things didn't go well, so I resigned from the company. And the driver of the company is a black man, but instead of minding his business, he took it upon himself to disrespect me and curse me out and call me so many names, nasty names and everything. I just wanted to add to the conversation. What about the black women, the black men that disrespect black women on the daily? Are we supposed to just say, okay, Black Lives Matter? Oh, just keep loving our black man, which all black men is not the same. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's a lot of them out here who disrespect black women on the daily. On the daily. And I just went through a horrific situation with a black man, and
Where
I
you
couldn't
from,
believe
sister?
it.
Where you from?
I'm from New York, but I live in Virginia, and I came back to New York for work, to work for a company, basically a living company, home care basically company, and
Okay.
nothing but black men, and they treat black women there like garbage, and they treat the Spanish women way better. They call us ugly and all this, but the Spanish women they treat so good. They treat them like princesses. So am I supposed to keep saying Black Lives Matter and all this and love the black man when the black man on a daily
Listen,
disrespect black
hey,
women
listen,
on the
listen,
daily?
sister. If the man is disrespecting black women in the deli, he's not a black man. He's a jigaboo. He's a Sambo. He's an Uncle Tom. He's a pussy. So if that's the type of men that's around you, then don't even consider them black men. Consider them niggas aliens. Because a real black man's a king will treat their woman like a queen regardless to what. You
Do
understand what
you
I'm saying?
think that's why some black women go to white men? And not saying it's right, but do you think that's the reason sometimes black women choose to date white men because of this situation? It's just horrible. It's horrible. Like, I'm sorry for
But,
speaking so much, but I
but
just
you
went
gotta
through
know.
this.
Go speak, speak.
So
Go ahead.
my emotions is very high because I feel very
Yeah.
disrespected to the point where I had to come out my character towards him, and I didn't really want to. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I just wanted to chime in and say, you know, are we supposed to keep loving black men, when they treat us so bad and they treat white women and Spanish women so like queens?
A real black man is not gonna do that. It's black men that does this, but they ain't men. Like I said, they Sambos, they Uncle Toms, they Bojangles. You dig what I'm saying? They don't even love their mama. They probably disrespect their mama. On some real talk. They
Right,
probably disrespect their mama as well. So,
Well,
nah,
well, here's a saying to say how a man treats his mother is how he gonna treat his woman.
right.
facts. So these men, you know what I'm saying? These men probably see you. They probably was attracted to him. I don't know if you shunned them or tell them I ain't attracted to you, whatever it is. Some black boys take getting turned down as being disrespected when you're just not their
So what?
type.
So so as a black man, what do you think about black women going to white men because of certain reasons like that? And it might not be this reason, but what do you think about that? Because there's a lot of black women that's going towards the white man.
I'm gonna
They
tell you,
think they treat them better. They think they love them
yeah.
better.
But you know what it is? I'm gonna tell you what it is. The way we treat our black woman is the way the next race of men gonna treat the black woman. Because they see we ain't protecting her, they're gonna do what the fuck they want to do to her. That's why so many of these white boys are getting away with murdering these black sisters. You dig what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And by us not standing up for our sisters, that's causing a ripple effect. You know what I'm saying? Now sisters don't know what to be. They're like, I don't want to date no white men. I want to date no black men. Spanish men beat my ass. Let me get a girlfriend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times people use an excuse to leave. You know what I'm saying? I see my family. You know what I'm saying? I see my aunts stick with my messed up uncles for 30, 40 years, still married to them. You know what I'm saying? And they got through. They got through it. Sometimes you gotta get through the struggle. These dudes
Right.
that work with you, these dudes, they're not the type of men you want to deal with anyway. So fuck them. You want to
Hmm.
deal with a black king? You deal with a black king. What shit? They work with you anyway. They can't do nothing for your ass. You know,
Right. You so silly.
they can't do
But no,
nothing for
I
you.
just had to call in and speak to you about it because of the situation with the black sister that got murdered. And she's not,
Yeah.
like you said, she's not the only one. There's a lot of them getting murdered by these white people. But I'm just saying, do you think that's because the way black men treat black women? Do you think that's running them towards these white men
It could
to,
be that. It could be that.
like?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons. That could be one of the reasons, but there's also other reasons. Some black women don't like their black fathers, just like
Okay.
some black men don't like their black mothers,
Right.
and they rather be with a white man or a man other than black. I seen it on YouTube all the time. It's
Yeah.
self hate. It's self
Mm-hmm.
hate. It could be self hate, and it could be how they was treated. But if you go to another race because of how your race treats you, then you're how can I say? How can I say? What's the way I want to say it? You're robbing yourself
Okay.
of the opportunity of maybe finding that perfect man that was perfect for you.
Right.
Like I said, I've been single since October 2016. Divorce. You know, I'm chilling. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
it didn't run me towards no white woman. And my
Right.
last wife was a horrible piece of shit. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? She was a
Mm-hmm.
horrible piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? I fed that horrible shit. You know what I'm saying? By spoiling her, giving her shit. Like maybe if I do it different this time, I do a different time. It'll work. It'll change. No, that shit's not gonna change. If a person's a piece of shit, an asshole, no matter
You done
how
froze,
nice,
brother.
huh? I froze. Yo, I froze.
You good now?
I'm good now.
Yeah.
You done froze, brother.
I froze again. Hold up.
Like you
You're
going
not
in and out.
frozen.
Sister, you
Hold
still
up.
can see him, sister?
Yeah, I was able to see him.
Okay, you still good? Okay, it
You
must be on my end because he
going-
cutting on and off for me.
Now I'm back on that. It's probably
Okay.
you on your phone. All right,
All
check
right.
this out.
Okay,
Like I
is it
said,
better for you now?
is it better?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm gonna tell you. And I never used the excuse how horrible she treated me in my last marriage to say I'm gonna go to a white woman.
Right.
No, I did that. No, I never did that because my mother's black. I was raised by a black grandmother I love to death. Rest in peace,
Right.
Ernestine Edmonds Davenport. You dig? So if you can't use my comb that I used to use my beard up,
Mm-hmm.
I can't fuck with you.
Right.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So that's how I feel about the situation. A lot of times, what you said, Carl? Is my camera right? My camera good now?
I can see you good.
All right, okay. All right. Now, like I said, if you choose to use an excuse to reason you go into another race because the black man did you so wrong or the black woman did you so wrong, you are a motherfucking hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
You are a fucking lie, and the truth not in you at all. Because that's what you want to do from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go that white man because he's probably the top 10% earner in the world. You know what I'm saying? You want the
Mm-hmm.
top 10% earner. You don't want to build a lot of women don't want to build a struggle with black men or men, period. They want to go with easy pickings. And just like a lot of men don't want to build a struggle with a woman. They want to go with a woman's already self-made.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't know, if you grow together, you build together, you build a nation.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
take a
right.
beat.
Yeah,
So that's all.
I just had to get it off my chest, brother, because it just happened, so I'm still kind of roughed up about it, and I'm just
Yeah, I
like, wow,
understand.
how could you talk to me like, you know what I mean, like that, like it. I mean, come, it was just bad. It was bad, and I'm just like, come on, like, you talking to me like, and treating the other women like they princesses and everything, calling me names and everything, and
It's
then when you get on
self-hate.
the phone with them, you a lot, you happy and smiling, and just it's just weird how people could treat you.
It's self-hate. It's self-hate. You dig? And I'm gonna tell you, son, I run security for 2 Ecuadorian clubs.
I already know because you be with Brother Saladin. He comes to you all the time. I love Brother
Yeah,
Saladin. I watch him
that's
all
my
the
brother.
time.
Yeah, yeah, that's my brother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brother Saladin, he comes to you all the time. I watch our videos all. That's what made me call in because you speak
yeah.
about good stuff. That's why I called into you because you was already talking about the topic about what the black girl got, rest in peace. She went with a white, she was with a white man. So I'm just like, I just went through this with a black man. So maybe that's the reason why we going to white men because they don't respect us. You know what I mean? So
Well, I can't say that's the reason why. Because see, I was stabbed in my head 10 times, burned with hot cooking oil, and cut up with a scalpel. Okay, and that was done by a black man, but it didn't run me to no other race because that
okay.
was that black man that did that. It's not all. It wasn't all black men.
Mm-hmm.
See, I had to learn that. Don't think it was easy because it was a
Upon
time.
stuff, y'all. Upon stuff.
It was a
I'm gonna cut
time.
you off. Hold on 1 second. Costa Don, peace, brother, peace. Yo, hit the link if you want to, bruh. You know, I want you to be on this topic too, because you be built on some good topics, and your topics show respect for the black people, and I love that about your channel. So if you want to hit the link, Costa Don, the link is in the top in the description. Hit that link, bruh. All right, sorry, y'all go ahead.
Right. So, I'm not going to sit there and say what he did, all black men. That was my experience with him. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But I also learned in that situation that I am in control of who's in my personal space. So if I don't like their energy, because the world is made of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if I don't like their energy, I'm not going to deal with that individual.
Right.
See, I was married for 18 years and I stayed in a marriage where I wasn't even happy. It was convenient. You see?
So what do you do when it's on the workforce, sister? What do you
And
do
he
when you
was
got to work with these people?
right. And he was a black man. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that as a wife, I did my part. You feel what? Because if I didn't, we wouldn't have been married for 18 years. But like you said, how long was I supposed to support a person who did not want to evolve, even though I did?
Mm-hmm.
Or vice versa for whoever's in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, whether it's longevity or not, how long do I have to keep supporting you while you're disrespecting me?
Facts.
Now, do you feel like you
So
would want another black man, sister? Would you date another black man or?
right now, I would not get in a relationship with nobody right now because I'm not
Okay.
willing to compromise.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I've been single for like 6 years, almost 7 years now. And
All
now
right, so hold on 1 second. Hold on 1
used to-
second. Hold on 1 second, Renee. I'm hold on 1 second, Magnificent Mecca. We got Costa down in the building. Salute, brother. Thanks for checking in. Yo, Cos, can you hear me?
What up, boy? How you doing today?
I'm all wise and civilized, bro. Jersey in the building.
You already know.
The topic we dealing with the black woman being mistreated by everybody. They're gonna say we're gonna let Magnificent Mecca finish the statement. Then I'm gonna ask you your opinion on it. Go ahead, Magnificent Mecca.
So since I am so at peace right now, I'm not saying that somewhere down the line I wouldn't get involved with somebody. But right now, that's not what I want because right now I have to please me right now. See, if I can't please me and I'm not happy, which I love me some me. That's why I love being single. It's nothing personal against a man or it's nothing personal. It's just something that I, after being married for 18 years, feel that I need to take some time to myself. So that way I'll know what I'm going to tolerate, what I'm not going to tolerate. Am I willing to sacrifice?
Hello? What's your background?
Now, no, I would not get in a relationship right now. And if I did, the man would have to stimulate my brain because sex is overrated. Okay, you can have sex, but then after sex, can you hold an intelligent conversation?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Most of the time, probably not. You see, I need somebody that got the same grind, the same hustle, the same mental. We have to be on the same page. We have to be able to sit down if there's an issue and you say what you have to say. I say what I have to say. We come up with a resolution and that's it.
Right.
We move on. It's no bringing it back up next week because remember the time when I asked you for some gas money and because they had $100 bill and you only asked for $5. Now you mad. So now you bringing up something that happened 10 years ago. I can't do that right now. I'm too at peace.
That's what's up. I'll feel you, man. All right, guys, man. Let me
can you hear me, bro?
Big bro. I hear you good, bro.
All right. Well, I feel like this, bro. It is some weak men out here that kind of will make us good brothers seem bad too. But it's kind of hard when you got to pick and choose and you don't know what you're picking out of. But in the same token, what we got to pick from for ladies is kind of messed up too. So
Okay, no, definitely. And I definitely understand that, definitely. But I don't see a lot of ladies out here just disrespecting black men, like killing them. And I don't see that, like black women. I
no,
don't
I
see that.
don't.
I see a lot
I
of
don't.
black men very disrespectful. Their mouths is
Yeah,
disrespectful. Their
true.
actions is disrespectful. It's just bad. It's very bad. And I know, like, I'm not gonna just say it's the people, because I go to church, so I think it's a higher power going on, like it's a higher war that we really don't really see going on with people's spirits. You know what I mean? And they souls inside of them. So you know what I mean. It might not be the person; it just might be their spirit that's bad. That's you know what I mean. So I'm not gonna even say it's like just people, but I'm only gonna speak for what I went through. And like I said, I just went through a situation with a black man, very very disrespectful for no reason, just nasty for no reason. And I see a lot of that when it comes. They'll smack you. Like yeah, when I was like I'm almost 40, right? I'll be 40 April 24th. When I was young, I didn't really see a lot of black men beating up on women and stuff like that. Now you
Yeah,
better not say nothing to them because they'll smack you with no problem. Like
right.
now it's very different. Like the patience, everything is very different. So I'm just speaking from my situation. And
Yeah.
like I said, the only reason why I called in because the brother was talking about the situation with the young lady. Rest in peace, dealing with another race. And I just
Yeah.
wanted to ask him, like, do you think because of the disrespectfulness and the way black men treat black women, can that push a person to another race? Probably they don't, like you said, they don't really know what they're getting themselves into. But I mean, why are they not dealing with a black man? You know, it's got to be a reason. That's the
Uh,
only thing I'm saying.
Let me say one thing too, and we don't have to worry about women beating on us though, and a lot of women abuse it. It happens, but it don't happen much. They don't be killing us. But a lot of these women now, they be setting brothers up. Now look at the Snooty Wild situation. Snooty Wild was my little man. I was his bodyguard when we was in Charlotte, a Memphis rapper. That woman set him up. He was cheating on his woman, but cheating on your woman is not a death sentence. Cheating on your woman is getting put out the house or put on the couch. You did?
Right.
This woman set him up, and he shot him in the neck. And talk about, oh, this was my car. So why was he driving your car, man? If he put a gun on you, come on,
Mm-hmm.
makes no sense. So these
Of
women
course.
set men up. I've been
Yeah.
seeing this shit happen often. These
Right.
women set these guys up. You meet a chick at the club, you know what I'm saying, bad as hell. You think, damn. I'm gonna tell y'all niggas this. Listen to me. If you couldn't pull no chick like this anytime, don't think it's you in the club, you spend a little bit of money that you can pull this chick. It's a setup. If you couldn't pull it before you had money, you can't pull it after you got money. She's
Right.
lining you up.
Right.
You gotta stay what you know.
Hey, bro, let me tell you the sad part is though.
Yeah.
A lot of this stuff has to do with upbringing.
Sure.
Like a lot of this stuff is, I mean, we try, but it's like we can't even talk to these young dudes without them trying to jump on us. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So in the same token, then when you do be talking to them, they get mad like, oh yeah, you this, start cursing you out, but you just trying to give them a bone.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah, I've
was
seen that
younger,
too.
yeah, when I was younger, an old dude would pull me to the side, like, man, don't argue with that lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, teach me something. Like, nowadays,
Yep.
people just walk by and watch this young boy kick this girl all up and down the street now.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't want to get shot. That young
That's
boy,
what,
he'll beat her ass and you'll fuck him up, but he'll shoot you.
that's
Mm-hmm.
right. It's upbringing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
A
want
lot
to
of
help
these
sometimes.
OGs are fucking punks now.
Yeah, you're right about that. And I'm happy you said that to me because now I'm thinking a whole nother way. Like you're right. Like when you was like, they just not men really, you know, so you can't say they men, because I'm saying, oh, he's a black man, he's so disrespectful. But you're right, like now I'm thinking about what you said, like they're little boys, they're not men, so you can't consider them, you can't keep saying, you know what I mean, like a black man, because they are like, they are, it's very immature, you know, very disrespectful with the mouth, very, and then want to hit you at the, you know, like don't care, like, you know, to the point where my situation is the job, I had to call a job and call the police on him. You know what I mean? He ready to get out the car and get me out the car and get, you know. So I'm just like, wow, I just couldn't believe it, you know. So I'm happy I came on, and I'm happy I seen you talking, and I'm happy you was live, so I can kind of like, you know, just relieve what happened, because, you know, sitting on it and dwelling on it, because now I'm thinking about revenge, and I don't need to, you know, I don't want to be doing all of that, because I'm like, yeah, I know where you work, like, you know, so don't, and then that's something, and that could be a different story, you know what I mean? So I'm happy that I came on. The Lord had you on, and I'm happy, like, because my anxiety and my anger right now is very bad, and I'm just like, I'm ready to be like, blame all men, and that's not right. So I'm happy you kind of showed me a different way of thinking, you know.
See, you can't do that. You can't blame all. See, that's when you start building up anger and frustration for things that you have no control over. You should never get upset for things you don't have no control over. But I'm gonna give you an example on the experience and how I learned how to separate. See, like, I live in senior living. I'm a senior citizen, proud of it. Okay. I get my senior discounts and everything. Now I'm a senior citizen. I live in senior living. It's this fake security guard, right? That walks around here thinking he got muscles when it's really fat cells. So he got the fake badge on. He's intimidating all the elderly in the building because they don't really know no better.
Right.
He's walking up in their face. So I had to check him. You know, I really had to check him because you're head of accounting. So why don't you go do some math somewhere instead of being in here harassing the senior citizens? You know, now before I know whatever this was going on before I moved in the building, but I don't like it. See, I didn't like it. Don't be walking around here trying to intimidate nobody. I grew up in the projects in the Bronx. We don't scare easy. And what you're not going to do is you're not going to harass these senior citizens, male or female, black or white, because they live in this building. So if I live in this building, what affects them affects me. What affects me affects them. And trust me, I let it be known. I tell all of them, check this out. Your rent is paid. As long as you don't break nothing in the lease, they can't put you out. Don't let them scare you and threaten you. They be in here threatening them, talking about they gonna put them out when they know they can't, because they got to take them to court. So I had to stand up for them because somebody has to stand up. And Born is a witness because he was on the phone yesterday when he was messing with this old lady. And because I stood up, he told me he was going to call the police on me. And I said, call the po-po. I'll be right here. I'm going to get my ID. I'll be back downstairs because you're not going to harass these people and intimidate these senior citizens. You're not going to do it. So I'm just one person. We have to start standing up for our people.
Facts. And that's what the challenge will become. Standing for black people and women. I'm gonna still do my little nigga shit here and there, but majority from now on, we're gonna touch on these deep topics to try to help people. We're gonna have call-ins for people that's feeling stressed, that's feeling uncared for, unloved, you know what I'm saying? Yo, it's a universal family. I'm a true living God. I love all my brothers and queens, my brothers and sisters, my kings and queens, my gods and earths. You dig what I'm saying? So we're gonna have to fuck with you sometimes, but we're trying to move in another direction.
Right.
And the person that did what they did to me, you can even Google my story. He only got 15 years. You know why he only got 15 years? Because I wasn't a white woman and I didn't die.
If If you're a white woman, he got 50 years.
If I was a white woman, he would have got probably life.
Right.
Then they charged him with assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill because I didn't die and I wasn't white. And you know what? I had to eat that. I had to go in there and tell the judge, I don't agree with the sentence. I want you to know this, but I accept it so I can move on with my life. So I didn't walk around harboring anger and mad and bitter at the black man because this one ignorant person did what they did to me. I had to learn that. I had to recondition myself. I have black male sons that it was a point in time when I didn't trust them just because they were men. When I know they're not going to do nothing because when I got hurt, they stepped up as men. So I had to learn that, okay, this person didn't do it. So I'm not going to look at all black men like that, but I'm going to be a little leery. Don't get it messed up. I'm a little leery. I got to see where your brain is at. I got to see how you dialect your sentences. You know, I got to pay attention to that. See, sometimes the flags are there. Even when you're in an abusive relationship, the flags are there. Some of us just take it as, oh, he just jealous, or oh, she just jealous. No, she just broke out all your windows. He just kicked your door in. Where is that he just jealous or that is love? That is the first stage of he going or she, because it is men that is abused by their women. Verbally, mentally, psychologically, and physically, just like women. The same way it's men out here that do, excuse my language, fuck boy shit, it's women out here that do slut shit.
Yes.
And
And
that's why.
we
That's
can't
why.
just say the black man, when I know it's black women out here half naked. And then when the man touch you, now you mad. When you know there's perverts out here, you're enticing them. Put some clothes on. Men, pull your pants up.
True.
Stop wearing blouses and tight jeans, man. That's not attractive.
I hear that.
And big women, please stop squeezing in my size shirts, please.
But I'm gonna say something too. And you know what? I noticed this when I be going to the clubs. You know, I work at the clubs. Sometimes I might venture to go to a club, a hip hop club or something, or a jazz club or R&B club, whatever, right? And these women be wearing the sluttiest shit. And as soon as you speak to them or try to holler at them, the first thing they do is be nasty with you. Like, yo, mom, if you didn't want nobody to approach you, why you wear the shit you wearing?
Now you can wear, see, we not saying you can't wear that, but it's a way to be tasteful with it.
That's right. You're right. Yep.
It's a way to be tasteful. Okay, I know I still shop in the children's department, right? So why would I go when I know I'm down with the itty bitty small titty committee? Not only am I the president, I runs it. I runs it. Okay. Why would I go buy a shirt to try to show some cleavage? Why would I do that?
Right.
Why would somebody 3 times my size get a small pair of spandex? And then you can see the dimples and stuff. Why would a grown man
with that shit?
Why would a grown man over 40 have his pants sagging with dirty drawers on?
Right.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Go ahead, bro.
Why would a man want any other man to see his drawers?
Right. That's the real question.
Because in prison, you know what that meant in prison? That you was available.
Right.
Hey, well, the way things is going now, that's what it means now here.
I'm gonna tell you. Remember, like you were saying, we was talking about this. Remember between what was it, like 2018 and between 2016 and 2020, we'll see women and all this baggy shit, see men and all this tight shit, and they be together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like the picture you see me with the girl and the guy kissing and
Oh
she
man,
holding him up. Yeah.
yo,
Yeah.
the girl told the guy with the refrigerator kissing him, like a man to hold a woman up. Hold up. I gotta show this picture because this shit right here. It's a. Renee, I sent it to you, right, Renee? Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Let me see. Where's that shit at?
So one more question while he looking for that for the brothers and the sister that's up here. One more question, and I'm shut my mouth. But okay, so what do y'all think about now? We got a lot of things going on right now in this world. Every day, you know, the news is very depressing. We're always seeing somebody getting attacked, getting hurt. Subway stations, it's going crazy right now. Everybody's cutting each other and everything. Now, what do you think about the whole Black Lives Matter when you see a lot of black men and black well, I should just say black men. You should see a lot of black men out there like doing a lot of these crimes and stuff. Do you think it's just mental health, or do you what do you think about the whole? Now, should we still go out there and be like Black Lives Matter when a lot of us are killing us basically and doing all of this stuff? Like, what do you think? What do we do with that? The whole Black Lives Matter thing.
Man, Black Lives Matter always to me. It matters to me what black people do it to black people and what other races do it to black people. We just got to stand up for. We got to stand up for all of it.
That's what I was ready to say. I feel like Black Lives
out.
Matter divides people. That's how I feel. I feel like there's a whole bunch of dividing.
All right, yeah. Here go the picture for ourselves. Here go the picture, y'all. Hold up.
Okay. Oh boy, that's a funny picture.
Yo, bruh.
Who is that?
That's some shit that post. Somebody posted on Instagram.
What is it?
It's a woman holding a guy up, kissing him on the refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, shit.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna DM it to you, God. I'm gonna DM it to you, yo. Word up.
Facts.
That's funny right there.
Hey, big bro, can I ask you a question?
What's the size, bro?
What do you think about the war in Ukraine?
The war in Ukraine? Damn, that shit, bro. I believe that's none of our fucking business. Real talk. I say that because why we gonna keep sending our black men out there, our men of originality out there to get killed over a war that's not about them, that's not for them. Right. We got a war we fighting ourselves in our own communities. Mm-hmm. Against each other and against the devil.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They ran over there, but they didn't run to not one of the. Yo, how many black people die here, and not even just black, just how many people die here in the U.S.? That's a pandemic. Mm-hmm. But they ran over there like it's not nothing going on here. And did you know this shit, bro? They bombed Africa the same night that they raided Russia raided Ukraine.
And you know why they did that? Because Africa took out all the minerals.
Yep.
Some parts of Africa got oil. Mm-hmm. They got gold, they got diamonds, they got minerals. You know what I'm saying? And they want that shit anyway. So that was a reason for them to hit them because fuck it, we were already bombing this. Let's bomb these motherfucking niggas too. That's what it was.
Yeah, it's a bunch of racist shit going on, bro. Shit fucked up.
It's definitely fucked up. But y'all, I appreciate everybody for coming on. I love the topic. I'm gonna try to do every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm gonna be up here. The other days I'm gonna do fuckery, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we're gonna be up here talking about some righteous, positive shit. And I want everybody to come through. And I appreciate the guests on my panel. Yo, Constant Don, I send you a DM, and I also added you on Instagram, bro.
You already know, fam. I got you. Yep.
All right.
Thanks, brother, for listening, giving me that ear. You know, I needed that tonight. I appreciate it.
Takesha, yo, if you need to holler, you can hit my DM on Instagram too. You know what I'm saying? We feel like something bother you. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to everybody, yo. As a matter of fact, I put my DM, my Instagram up right now.
Okay, perfect. I appreciate you. Thank you.
No doubt.
Thank you, sister. You the truth. Thank you. I appreciate you, and thank you, brother, that came on too. I think for every all the input, because we can never get enough input, so that's always good.
Yeah. Follow your heart, my friend.
All right. My Instagram right there, yeah. King_of_New Jersey_Btbtv. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all need to holler, if something's going on, y'all want to do a short topic, just hit my DM and I'll work on it.
You already know.
Cause y'all holler at you.
All right, big bro. Salute.
Salute. My next from Mecca. I'll talk to you later, Queen.
All right.
Peace, everybody. Hold up. I'm about to go out like a star right now. Hold on. Let me go out like a star real quick.
Oh God.
Hold up. On my Jersey shit.
That's right. Play your theme song. Every hero should have one.
Gang, no gang like
Gonna lose, mama ain't raised no fool. I'm my own gang, do my own thing. I'm my own man, nah, ain't true. Cuz just hit me on the line, say he up in the city, said Nick come through. He from Philadelphia, known as Philadelphia. They the fam, nothing new. I ain't got too much emotion to feel in for those trying to mess up my mood. From a place with a beef on fire, came to the east side, ain't nothing new. Remember nights when we used to do crime. We dropped dimes on no one we knew. If we got caught, we did not rap. We rather lay flat before we ever told. Cause loyalty still mean a lot to me, even though places on earth is a zoo. Think politics and presidents is gonna save them. Man, I thank God I ain't nothing like you. Ooh, we just multiply, we don't die. We done seen war and survive. And we done got bored with the vibe. But gang on the all tough, get right. We ain't trying to run, we outside. If you ain't king, don't pay us no mind. Cause we do not recognize those who are faking. We militant, we don't play online. Yeah, I'm a no gang like ooh. What's all this motion? Bro, man, that's like females, ooh. Making moves, ain't gon' lose. Mama ain't raised no fool. I'm my own gang, do my own thing. I'm my own man, I ain't true. I kill them with bars, I get them with truth. But they call me frivolous, ooh. I do not beef for computer, I am no fool. No, I'm nothing like you. Every day I am on guard, but I cannot call. Who real or who faking my crew, I just know the back door isn't heavy. So I keep my eyes on everything that I see move. Some call it rude, but I call it militant vibe. We do not smile, refuse to go back and forth on computers. And we are too smart to act like we don't notice. Some notice the flow is like Nas. Jada gave me the cosign, along with what's rhymes. So crack, say come back and see him when album's completed. And I'm gonna make it your time. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm floating on cloud nine. We protected heavily, mama, don't worry about me dying. God got me, I'm fine, believe. Don't mind me, I'm floating on cloud nine. We protected heavily, mama, don't worry about me dying. God got me, I'm fine, believe. Yeah,
I'm a no gang like ooh.
What's all this motion?
Grown men got like females, ooh.
Making moves, ain't gon' lose. Mama ain't raised no fool. I'm my own gang, do my own thing. I'm my own gang, I ain't true.
Yeah. Yo, nah, we on that king shit. We on that king shit. Peace to the 5% nation of God's enough. Salam alaikum. Alhamdulillah. Rahmatullah to all the true Muslim brothers and sisters out there. This is the King of New Jersey. This is Btbtv. We bully the bullies. And y'all already know what it is. Thanks for coming out. Salute. I appreciate y'all. One love. I'm out of here.